to keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, Labour Right. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labour Right are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, no bother fuss, no bother fight. We did a fi be a Labour right. No shaky boat because a woman we like. We did a fi be a Labour right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did a fi be a Labour right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptized. We did a fi be a Labour right. Right now me nah worry about visa, cause we have one of the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like Triple X and go beef crab leg out a freezer. Out ya fit on green like Tracina. And we say no waste freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see Center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors in a fi use garbage bag. Yo, does you go on like you no member? No blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PNP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good morning, Liberites, and good morning to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Now, we are seeing one little thing play out in the public between, the PNP, my people. And I been telling you guys for a while now that, there are cracks appearing in the PNP right after the general election, my people. Wanna bear with me. We'll soon roll out the morning shoutouts. Right after the general election, my people, if you remember, Mark Golding was missing for about a week. And one person, I don't know if you remember this, one person did not sign the letter that Mark Golding should remain as opposition leader. Anybody can tell me who that one person was? Let me say if you don't follow up with politics. Anybody know who that one person was? Meanwhile, you don't tell me. I go roll out the morning shoutouts. See, you don't tell me if you not see me, by the way. Tell me if you not hear me. Tell me if I'm clear. Tell me if I'm blurry. Tell me if there's chip in the audio. See? Rohan, big up yourself. Beverly, big up yourself. Larry, big up. Father Victor, big up yourself. Aubrey, big up. Ivan, big up yourself. Father Dark Knight, good morning. Richard, big up yourself. Stand up, man, big up yourself. Elaine McClarity, Steve, Mama Winsome, good morning. Winsome Hall, good morning. Ricardo, big up yourself. Amai, big up yourself. Nemad, Claudette, big up yourself. Marcia Allen, big up yourself. Mama Aubrey, Elements Grill, big up yourself. Beatrice, big up yourself. Who else is here? Nardia, big up yourself. Gwyneth, big up yourself. Feline, big up yourself. And what that? Anelda, big up yourself. Good morning. There's 56 of us, guys. I'm going to see if you can get me to at least 30 thumbs up. Now, it was Damian Crawford. It was Damian Crawford, in who did not sign the letter that Mark Golding should remain as opposition leader. And if you guys notice over the time, Damian Crawford is a man that is gimmickry. He's always full of gimmicks. Jakey, big up yourself. And since the election, he have changed his posture. He has been more serious, if you ask me. If you watch him in the PAAC committee meetings, you'll see that he's asking some biting questions and he have changed his posture a little bit. Now, anybody that knows about politics and knows about the PNP knows that Peter Bunting for a long time has been the most powerful man in the PNP, even more powerful than old Bucky Master himself. If you remember, so Damian Crawford was missing for a little while. You know, so elements say, was it Damian thought it was the former police? They said it was the former police, but I heard through the grapevine that it was Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford believed that Mark Golding should step aside now. Peter Phillips had failed, Mark Golding failed. Peter Phillips stepped aside right away. And he was of the view that Mark Golding should step aside as well and allow somebody fresh, which would have been the right time because you just lost an election. It give the party time, give the party time to build back. See? So, Damian Crawford, who persons see as, you know, somebody that can take over the party. I don't see it personally. People say Damian Crawford is bright. I don't believe that anybody that is bright would follow up the PNP. So I don't believe that personally. Does he have something to offer by way of, you know, contribution to our nation? There's not a lot that I have seen that he has contributed over the time except for being a clown. However, you know, I don't know what kind of prime minister I would have made because Jamaica is living through some serious times now and we need serious leadership and serious people. See? I am going to play a clip from Nationwide and we are going to do running commentary. We're going to break it down, my people, as per usual. And then I am going to give my monologue at the end of it. So stay tuned. And I will be dealing with the PNP again this morning. See? So now listen to this. Hold on, let me cue the video. Here we go, my people.
Life of me imagine why that would have happened. So I noted with some interest that the Member of Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine, Damian Crawford.
Big up yourself, Jam Down. And good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. There's 92 of us. Please get me to 50 thumbs up, guys. And see if you can subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. See? Big up on yourself. We'll continue to listen.
Because I can't, for the life of me, imagine why that would have happened. So I noted with some interest that the Member of Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine, Damian Crawford, has been removed from Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, the PAAC. And I understand by what I saw that he's supposed to be replaced by Dr. Alfred Dawes. Kevin, in Cliff Hughes Online at the bottom, the leader of the government business in the house.
Let me just interject right here to say to you guys that Damian Crawford is being removed because he's seen as a threat to Mark Golding and Peter Bunting's leadership, and they are calling him and placing Alfred Dawes, who is a yes man and a bitch. We'll continue to listen.
Floyd Green made the revelation. Here's Mr. Green.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that at the next meeting of the House, I will move the following motion. Be it resolved with reference to the resolution approved by this Honorable House on October 21, 2025, appointed a Public Administration and Appropriations Committee that the name Damian Crawford be removed from the membership of the committee and that the name Alfred Dawes be substituted thereof. Madam Speaker.
It is the labor rights, by the way, that is saying no, my people, and I PNP them. And the labor rights, I'm saying no, we want Damian.
Now, not surprisingly, the government MPs made heavy weather of the unusual move. They chanted that they want Damian.
I don't know if that allow me to participate.
Madam Speaker, I further beg to give notice.
House, it depends on what you want him for. Members, the House is a serious place. So are you asking for a vote and are you asking for a divide or are you playing around?
We don't reach. No.
Nationwide is reporting that Crawford voluntarily, that's what we've been told by sources, voluntarily removed himself from the committee. But of course.
So, let me just roll out two shout out. Big up yourself, Melody. Good morning, Jacqueline. Big up yourself, Bertie. Big up yourself, Dahlia. Big up yourself. So, Damian Crawford, jump as he was being pushed, my people. Because he dared to question the powerful Peter Bunting. The PNP in its current form is null and void, my people. And the sooner the delegates realize that Rise United and the Peter Bunting faction need to leave the party, that is the sooner the PNP will get back to a place where Jamaica might consider them again. However, that is good for us, Labour, right? That they are being like this because we will suffer for at least the next 30 years, which will be very good for the country because it is us that builds the nation and the PNP is the ones who tear it down. We'll continue to listen, my people.
Reasonable people can be forgiven for questioning whether there's some link between yesterday's move in the House and this exchange between Messrs. Bunting and Crawford at a recent PAAC meeting.
Madam Speaker, I further beg to give notice.
All right, no, Kevin. So go into the second story in Cliff Views Online. It's the second clip that I want.
I don't know if that allow me to participate in the committee, but I find that you consistently answer the questions.
I have to maintain a balance.
I understand the balance, but it appears to have the answer.
It's difficult to ask the PS to comment.
Yeah, well, Chairman.
That sounded tense. Yeah. And you very rarely in Parliament, for as long as I've been.
Can you imagine how full Peter Bunting be? Just because Damian Crawford don't agree with him and wanted to ask his question, he was pushed out, my people. See, when you look at that, there's no democracy in the PNP. The PNP is and has always been a cult, a communist cult, my people. We'll continue to listen.
Watching the proceedings, you very rarely see the opposition members bickering among themselves as to who should ask questions, how long those questions should be, because the practice has been that the parliamentary opposition uses the sittings of these committees to advance their position, to hold the government to account as they should, to show up the government. So it raised our eyebrows when we saw them bickering. Crawford seemingly annoyed that the chairman, Peter Bunting, kept cutting him off as he saw it, not allowing him to finish his questions. So I'm wondering, what's the cause of all of this? Because it's strange that one of the better performing MPs on the opposition side so far this parliament, Damian Crawford, and he has been, is being removed or removing himself from a committee that is important to government oversight. He has been effective, I think. He has applied himself. I notice his contributions are more sober. He's not displaying sort of the usual hubris, sort of tricks you kind of thing that, has become associated with him. He's been much more measured and studied. And I'm wondering out loud whether he was seeking to repackage and rebrand himself for something bigger now that he holds a seat in the lower house and therefore would be constitutionally eligible for another post. So, is he being punished? I'm wondering out loud, for doing his job well. Who would be threatened by a high-performing and effectively performing Damian Crawford? Who would be threatened by that? And why would they be threatened by that? Because, from my mind, a united opposition, as the People's National Party says it is, would want to put forward its best and its brightest soldiers, on the front lines of oversight and accountability. And because in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, there will be need for a lot of that oversight and accountability. And there will be need and space for the opposition to do what opposition parties have done in this country. When government has a lot to do and, a lot of fronts to hold down, oppositions usually get to shine. And as I said, the PAAC is one such place that they get to shine. So why wouldn't the People's National Party, the parliamentary opposition, want Damian Crawford to be at the fore of that? Don't you find that strange?
I do.
And we tried to reach him last evening. We didn't get to Mr. Crawford. Why would he feel that he needed to remove himself after having accepted the appointment? And as I said, certainly the sittings I've seen so far that he's participated in, he was doing well.
Good morning, Maro. K Clark, big up yourself. Arnold, Maisie, big up yourself. Good morning to my beautiful mother-in-law. And guys, thumbs up live. Nobody can see who thumbs up live. Not even me. No know who I give live thumbs up. See? Nobody don't know who a thumbs up live. So just like up live. Whether or not PNP, JLP, BLP, ZLP, any P you want to be, like up live. Nobody at all can see who like your live. Not even me. I can only see who comment. That's it. See? So don't like up your life.
You feel pressured in some way? Does he feel that there's somebody trying to clip his wings? Or a group of people trying to do that? And again, you have to ask yourself, why would they be trying to do that?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder whether this front of unity is real.
Nope, it's not.
The PNP meets for conference when? September. And I've been trying to recall, I know they passed a constitutional amendment that insulated their party president from challenge. I think it was every 2 years. He couldn't be challenged. It was after 2 years. This September would be that 2 year mark, no? No pun intended there. Mr. Golding would be open to a challenge this September?
Yep.
Or is it next September?
No, it's next.
It'll be next year?
It'll be next year. Because we just win the election.
No, man, I think it was passed before the election. I know I'm talking to Nora listeners, but we can check. We can check to be sure.
It is 2 years after an election.
And if that is the case, if he is open to a challenge in September, are there people afraid that Mr. Crawford, shining too brightly in the parliament, possibly drawing attention to himself, that he needs to be humbled? I mean, Peter Bunting certainly thought so at that sitting of the PAAC where he told him, listen, no, question's too long. yeah, carry on too much. So I have to cut that out. But again, why? Why wouldn't you want one of the better performing ones to shine? And then it made me wonder whether Mr. Bunting has given up. When he challenged Dr. Phillips and gave it his all, and Dr. Phillips still prevailed. Was that the last that we saw of his ambition to lead the People's National Party?
So what in here, my people, is Mark Golding cannot cut it. He's not breaking through to the people. The Jamaican people will not allow Mark Golding. The PNP will have to go back to their NEC to find a leader. Peter Bunting is weighing up his options if he should go or let somebody else. So what he's doing is trying to strong arm and control everything so that, you know, if he so decides that he's going to go, then he can go. The problem with this is, my people, Damian Crawford, who I believe is probably 51, 52, or even 50, probably even 49, I'm not sure, is way younger than Peter Bunting. By the next election that comes about, my people, by the next election that comes about, Peter Bunting will be something like 70, 71 years old even. See? Who in a Jamaica got elect a 71-year-old person? We are not the Americans. We are not that stupid in Jamaica. See? So, I don't believe that any Jamaican will go to elect somebody that is 70 years old. He should be at least, you know, retired by then. See? So if Damian Crawford at 46, 47, almost 50 years old. See? So he's way younger than Peter Bunting. And what the PNP should be doing is they should be bringing the younger ones to the fold now, to pick out of the younger ones some that can lead the party, and Peter Bunting should be looking to retire and step aside. You know, so he's trying to strong arm the party, and because of that, you know, he's trying to push out Damian Crawford, who is the clear outrunner. You know, if Lisa Hanna was there, it would have been clearly Lisa Hanna. And they would have done the same thing. And that is why Peter Bunting them push out Lisa Hanna right away. Because they could control Damian Crawford until now. See? You know, every time when I look at Damian Crawford, and I used to say to myself, look at this youth where people say bright, that should have been something other than. And him dash for himself and make the PNP turn him in a nene. And look at it now. They are now trying to dash him out. If the PNP will deal with their own like that, Damian Crawford, who is a team player, party person, a PNP, if they will deal with Damian Crawford, so, wanna tell me what they would do to it. If they deal with Venetia, so, Carrie Douglas, so, wanna tell me what they done do with we. If they deal with Julian Chang, so, wanna tell we what they done do with we are labor, right?
Mr. Bunting is known to be, you know, a well-off man, comfortable man. And I remember reading somewhere that when you have reached a level of comfort in terms of wealth, the only other thing you need is power. Mm-hmm. So, has that ambition died? And how does his very good friend Mark Golding, feel about that ambition?
Mark Golding was only made leader of the PNP because Peter Bunting had lost his seat, my people, to Rhoda Mike Crawford. So if we go back and look in that thing and look back upon it in time, had Peter Bunting kept Central Manchester, we would have been looking at a different PNP today. One definitely with Rise United, but Peter Bunting would have been the opposition leader instead of Mark Golding. You know, and the people of South Manchester would is a big load of dog shit. You know, wait for me and I'm so deal with you. You know, make a clip done play out.
Mr. Golding had his run and he gave it his all. He certainly did. Nobody can deny that. But Andrew Holness proved too much for him to overcome. So, Does Mr. Bunting fancy himself capable of doing what Mr. Golding couldn't? And if he does fancy himself capable, who would stand in his way? Who would be the person most likely to thwart that ambition, to thwart that aspiration to power?
Damian Crawford.
I suggest to you that in all likelihood, should things unfold, and this is my imagined world now, this is just my imagined world, but I invite you into my imagined world. Should things unfold in the way I see them in my imagined world, the person most likely to stand in that path is as seen in the Lord of the Rings. It was Gandalf, he said, "This far shall you come, and no further. You shall not pass." Damian Crawford would be that person, the Member of Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine. So, are they trying to dim the shine? Clip his wings? Keep him in place? Just questions in my imagined world. You can sit in my imagined world for a little while longer and think about it. I'm up on a break.
Damian Crawford would have been a great threat to Peter Bunting, who decided that he is hell-bent on becoming the Prime Minister of Jamaica, even if it take him till him 70. Let us do a poll. I know it is majority Labour right here, but let us do a poll nonetheless. Andrew Holness, Peter Bunting, who would you vote for at the 2030 general election? And I want people to be fair. If you are here and you're a PNP, you know, tell us, would you vote for Andrew Holness, or would you vote for PNP, or would you abstain from voting? Now, I know Labourites will say they're going to vote Andrew Holness, obviously. But what are the PNP saying? See? Now, the people of South Manchester, I came on this medium on several occasions, and I appealed to the people of South Manchester, and I said to you guys, Peter Bunting has an ambition to become Prime Minister of this nation because he promised his mother before she died. I was told that he would one day be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And I said to the people of South Manchester, do not vote in Peter Bunting because Peter Bunting, good businessman. He was in Clarendon, and he left Clarendon and left the people high and dry there. Failed MP. He went to Manchester Central for 2 terms and did not make any changes to the people of Central Manchester's life for 2 terms. Danville Walker on one occasion come close to unseating him. Now Peter Bunting is richer than Danville Walker, so he was able to, you know, beat out Danville Walker. But Danville Walker came very close. So that told us that had we done the groundwork, Manchester was winnable for the Jamaica Labour Party, Manchester Central. He would won that challenge against Danville Walker. I would have won it. And came to the 2020 election. And Rodamai Crawford unseated him. The Jamaican people missed this. A massive act of corruption took place when Peter Bunting lost his seat. All of Jamaica know that Peter Bunting and Mark Golding, they are best friends. I'm going to tell you something about the Labour Party too, but you give me a minute. The Labour Party sat down and watched Mark Golding, who was being controlled by Peter Bunting, put in friend in the Senate because he had lost his seat. Can you imagine Floyd Green, Bobby Montague, anyone who MP them? Imagine anyone who MP them lose. See? Lose. When I would big MP them, when I would minister them. Imagine one of them, Christopher Tufton, any one of them, and Andrew Holness, take them right away, without question, and put them in the Senate. You know, just imagine the outrage you know that see in Jamaica. And Jamaica Labour Party and the powers that be and civil society, none of them not say nothing about it, everybody silent. Where Mark Golding used nepotism and cronyism and placed Peter Bunting in the Senate. Because he needed him and they needed each other to keep control of the PNP. I beg the people of South Manchester, don't elect him. No elect him. Not only that, he's a failed MP, he's a failed cabinet minister. Crime and violence went through the roof. He's the only security minister in Jamaica to have been robbed. Gunman hold him up and rob him. He's the only security minister in the history of Jamaica to be robbed as security minister. When you hear me, I tell you in Jamaica, murders, crime and violence was out of control. Peter Bunting admitted that under his tenure as security minister of this country, they did not even buy one radio car. He was criticizing when Andrew Holness bought 1800, when Horace Chang and it started under Robert Bobby Montague. But when they came through Horace Chang's ministry, he was criticizing it. See? And not even one radio car Peter Bunting did not buy under his tenure as security minister. If you remember, he's the only security minister in the history of Jamaica to cry, saying he can't fix crime in ball. Why? Father, help we need divine intervention. You don't remember? Me don't forget nothing of politics. He's the only security minister. He could not dent crime, you know why? Because he is inveigled with criminals. And whether we like it or not, that is the truth. When Andrew Holness told Peter Bunting come and go after the criminal them, he refused. Same Peter Bunting refused to go after a criminal in our country. Him, we don't want to come lead the country. And I beg the people of South Manchester. The people of South Manchester, if you don't listen to me now, you hold on, stupid. All of you vote for PNP, you know, a jackass. You don't have no ambition. You don't love yourself. You don't love no picking them. See? I don't care how Jamaican people see people are fail and see them are failure. They prefer to take them up and dust them off than to give somebody with fresh ideas and fresh mind and a fresh mindset the chance. People of South Manchester that elected Peter Bunting, who is a big load of dog shit, who smell like hog pen, who is a national disgrace. And a young man like Damian, who probably could have come in at the party. Damian can't beat Andrew, you know. Can't beat him. But Damian could have come in with some fresh ideas and start to build back the PNP. You don't know me already, you know. I don't like the PNP, but I am a patriot and I love my nation. I know that the Jamaica Labour Party can't lead forever. At some point in time, the PNP will come back. But when the PNP come back, they must be ready to lead this nation, because we elect them time and time again when they were not ready and they destroyed the nation. They did not build on the growth of the nation. They seek to diminish it and demolish it, and they did not add to it. So because I know politically the Labour Party can't lead forever, we must have a functioning PNP that is ready to lead the country. So when Labour right step aside, PNP can build on the progress that is already there. So it benefits Labour right and PNP. But we know that the PNP don't operate like that. We know this. P-Prof, South Manchester, you have failed our country. And a kiss we ass and salute with jazz. And go, we know a jankro, that's South Manchester. We tell you if you not do it, and we still do it. And this brother now, with all the ambition we have and all the feel of them, we not seeing him achieve before. We not come put him power now like a plague. We not carry him back on dash power with all bus and the old truck. We not carry him if come dash down power now, if he come tear down the country again and ball for divine intervention. We not see say we not no ambition. We don't move and go. People don't South Manchester, we don't have no ambition. We don't go and move up. The PNP not like young people. And I don't know how any young person can decide to join the PNP. If you look throughout history, when you look at the people who lead PNP, the youngest probably leader the PNP has ever had is Michael Manley. When you look, youngest one to be leader. PJ was already 50, nearly 60. Portia did a 60. Mark 50. And Peter Bunting, who wants to come next, by the time him come, because if him challenge in the next 2 years, him already a 60-year-old. Them not like young people. Somebody young and fresh with fresh ideas need to come to the fore. This is what the Labour Party did. Bruce Golding, when he was doing his concession speech, when he was resigning, Bruce Golding said in that speech that when he looked through the world, he was the oldest leader at the time in the world. Everybody else was below 50, and it was time for a young leader. And he also said that the PNP should follow suit. They did not. Because the old guard of the PNP, they're power hungry. And they are power hungry because they want to come and fill their pockets. Peter Bunting filling pocket already. Mark Golding filling pocket already. And it is still not enough. They want to come tear down Jamaica again to fill up them pocket. And this is what the PNP does. Whenever the Labour Party is in power, they ball out corruption, corruption, corruption. Did you guys know that for the last 6 years, Jamaica have not moved in the corruption index, meaning that Jamaica have not gotten any more corrupt than any other country? You know who have moved in the corruption index? Britain and the United States have moved in the corruption index, and they have moved to being more corrupt. See? Under the PNP, especially under Mama P's leadership, Jamaica scored its highest on the corruption index, meaning that is when Jamaica was most corrupt under the Portia Simpson-led ministry. And we know that it was not Portia Simpson-Miller that was running the country. Being handled just like Mark Golding is being handled today. The Bunting must step aside and allow the younger ones, so that the younger ones can have fresh idea and fresh minds to continue to build on the progress of our nation, because it is us, the regular people, that it will hurt, because these people are multi-billionaires. Whether Jamaica bad, whether good, they are okay. It is the rest of us that it will be bad for. And if we allow PNP and Peter Bunting to come and ruin the progress and destroy what we are trying to build in our nation, it is us and our children that will suffer. Peter Bunting picking it rich As long as they live, they not go want for nothing because he make certain secure them already. And I call on the people of South Manchester and tell them, I said, don't do it. Do not elect these people because they have been tried, tested, and failed. They have been tried, tested, and failed. In all of the years that Peter Bunting have been a minister in government, somebody show me what is his achievements. What is Peter Bunting's legacy for all years them? Andrew Holness have reformed his constituency, develop it better than how he see it. While Andrew Holness was Minister of State for Education, he made great reform and built a school, Belmont School. Andrew Holness built that. So even if Andrew Holness never became Prime Minister, we could attribute that to him. See? Where is Peter Bunting's achievements? Where are they? Where are Mark Golding's achievements? Mark Golding spent 5 years in the Justice Ministry. Could have possibly be 3, 1 out of 2. However long he spent there. And the only thing that Mark Golding can claim, is that he free up Manpan Road for bun and spliff. That's it. No reform in rapes, no reform in murders, no reform in gun laws, no reform in larceny, no reform in a nothing as Minister of State for Justice while he was there. Mark Golding has failed this nation as well. See, the PNP they don't like when me talk, because I'm well researched and I can go dig up here and show you. So they don't do nothing. Neither Peter Bunting nor Mark Golding. They have not done anything for all the years that they claim to be in politics. By the way, Mark Golding, who is not one of us, is yet to prove to the Jamaican people that he's a Jamaican. See? And because of that, we have him off. Because we don't know him our. See? But it is time for the old guards to step aside in the PNP. And until the PNP realize this. And them not going to realize it because the PNP are a set of people that are gluttonous. They are crabbit. They are very craven. They are greedy. See? And it is no surprise now that the party is filled with Galians and all kind of homosexuals and all kind of, some creature from somewhere else. It is no surprise that it is filled with those creatures because anyway you find begging and crabbitness and cravenness, you always find people are bent over and I get them bastards bust out. See? So there's no surprise that you have people like Angay Stevens, Angay Bryan, and Gayman Cass, and all of those persons taking over the party. When next to ugly man name, Derval, and all kind of Galians and gay homosexuals that take over a party because they crab it and they love them belly. And people love them belly and they like for work. You go find them hitch up over there. So see, Michael Manley is the one who brought in this kind of culture in our nation. Before Michael Manley, our people was hardworking and we believe in working and achieving things. We were great achievers and we were poor, but we were strivers. We were striving as a nation. And when Mark Golding, Mr. Dorland tell me one night, so when Michael Manley came, people was writing 70,000 checks a week and donny money what we have in our reserve. That is the kind of mindset that they have because they want to come in our reserve so them and their friend can reach out a hit and then can keep political power. I beg the people of Jamaica, do not vote for these people because I'll give them a tail in them back. And that don't do. See, me and Matley win every seat. That is what should have happened in Jamaica. Jamaican people, they must support the PNP. Is a big set of idiot. Dunce. Is a big set of dopey, but PNP supporters. Me talk to Uno now. Normally, me talk to the leadership of the party, but me talk to Uno PNP people who vote PNP. Is a big set of dog daddy. One big load, the thinkest load you can't find. Smell like down a Savlamar market. See, you don't have no ambition. You don't have no ambition for yourself. You don't have no ambition for no picking. You don't have no ambition for no country. You just want to sit down in the same squalor where they left you in. For years, What have the PNP achieved in their 19 years? How did they make your life better and that dear tenure? They did not make your life better. And because on a bad mind, and I see DUJON'S come now and they might fix up the country and they might make people life better. They might give a free house. Jobs are up. All kind of something are going on in our country, you know, bad mind. Me see one of them come me something like this morning and tell me about I'm a paid blogger. Yes, I'm a paid blogger, but not by the Jamaica Labour Party. I run ad revenues by myself. I'm a partner with YouTube. I'm a partner with Facebook. It is them that pay me, not the Jamaica Labour Party. I am doing this because I'm a patriot and I love my nation and I want to see my nation grow. See? And my party can't pay me enough to do this. I can't tell you right now. So all I want to feel like some is a paid blogger. Yes, I am paid, but it is by my partners who partner with me, not the Jamaica Labour Party. They do not need to pay me to do this. This is my passion, and I love my nation, and I want to see my nation grow, and I want to see it blossom. And I would go as far as to say some of UNO within our nation that is non-progressive should be removed. I would go as far as saying that. See, the PNP is a self-destructing party, and every single time they come to power, every single time they come to the fore, Jamaica suffers for it. And it is because of people like Peter Bunting that is sitting there and being gatekeepers. It is because of people like Mark Golding who is sitting there and being gatekeepers. When you look at the Labour Party compared to the PNP, the few old people who are left in the Labour Party can count. We have completely rejuvenated and renewed our party, and we are fresh thinkers and fresh mind, and we are able to go for another 30 years. And I hope the Jamaica Labour Party stay in power for the next 40 years, because if we stay in power for the next 40 years, I am sure Jamaica will grow beyond Singapore. I am sure it will grow beyond Dubai. I am sure it will grow beyond a lot of the big countries them in the world under the leadership of the Labour Party. The PNP has proven time and time again that they cannot lead and they cannot run our country. And every time we get to them, they run in our ground and the Jamaican people suffer. I don't know what wrong with them people. I don't know if I love them, love sufferation. So, but every single time them come, them say, PNP are for the poor. Yes, they are for the poor. They want to see you poor, because as long as you are poor, they remain rich. They do not want to spread the wealth to the rest of us. And because they do not want to spread the wealth to the rest of us, they keep in a squalor where they can step on and spit on and deal with how they have a like. We don't have to live like that. We can live in our country where all of us can benefit. See? And this is what we need to get in the minds of the people. All of us can make something ourselves. Whether you're black, you're white, you're poor, you're disabled, all of us can stand a chance. And that is the Jamaica that DUJON'S is bringing to the fore. The PNP under their leadership, we had no jobs, no security. Hell, at one point, no food. See? Our schools were failing. Right? Because when you talk to the elder them, we are PNP, they tell us a PNP make high school. It is the schools that the Jamaica Labour Party built. The PNP convert them into high school. The secondary schools that JLP built over the years, it is them that the PNP, it is the PNP, the PNP then convert to high school. And many of us went to high school and left high school without one subject, because enough of we left primary school can't read. That is the legacy of the PNP. Legacy of the PNP. Now worry yourself, Jacqueline. You know, soon see me a conference at tear up a place. You know, just remember say a bell thing, and nobody left a vuvuzela them, because I can't take them. See? But how we see me a conference one of them there? Surely. See? The PNP is bad for business. Yes, Dennis. And they do not grow this country. Billions and billions of dollars are being flown. Sorry, billions and billions of dollars are flowing through our nation right now because people trust the Jamaica Labour Party. They trust them to lead our nation. They trust them to deal with business. They trust them with crime management. They trust them with education. They trust them with healthcare. They trust them with everything. Right now, I am telling you that our country is in the best position that it has ever been in the history of Jamaica. See? And the reason why we're even in this position anyway, it is purely and surely and squarely down to the bad management of the PNP. And because they deal with the country so bad, we had no choice now. See? But we deal with the thing and deal with the thing properly. And we must keep them away from it as far and as long as possible. You know, hear me I tell you in Jamaica? We must keep them away from it as far and as long as possible, because the minute they get back there, because of all of the years that them tell themselves they must suffer, they will go there and they will start to thief. When remember somebody did tell you, I will be here blogging about it. When the PNP return to power, I'll be here, you know, showing them up for things that we're missing in our country. You remember somebody tell you, because it is inherent in their nature to thief. The PNP is a thieving party. The very conception of the PNP was stolen from the PPP. So a thieving start the PNP. You hear me I tell you? They will return, Nicola, make no mistake about it. They will return. You look for the people them are Barbados. See? They return their government. That is what should have happened last year. But you can tell say half of Jamaican people they still dunce. They're illiterate. Because with all of the policy and all the achievement them that this government brought to the fore, there is no way they should have struggled to win an election. Jamaican people, they ain't dunce. Uno dunce. Uno is a big set of dunce. All I know vote for PNP. Uno don't have no ambition. Uno can't hate me all I want. Uno can't hate me up. Uno dunce. Uno mama dunce. Uno grandmama dunce. Uno grandpapa dunce. Uno great grandpapa dunce. Great grandma. All I know are PNP. Uno dunce. Uno don't have no ambition. And I can tell them about the one them in Westmoreland. Them even dunce. Because I don't see nothing what PNP do for them. Not a goddamn thing. Sufferation build them. And then sit down in a hit same way. Then who do give nobody else a chance. Me a comrade, because you're dunce. Move up and go ahead. Anyway, people, may I start read some of my comment them and answer some of them. See? I saw a video with Hills. He was saying that Westmoreland not getting anything and they are still not receiving any help. They don't forget no help. No help they don't forget. They for help themselves. Where is the constituency development fund that Ian Hills is getting? Ian Hills need to do his job as a member of parliament. If I was member of parliament, my job would be to go and lobby for my people. You would hear me in parliament. On the top of my voice, I tell the Prime Minister, I say, Prime Minister, my people, they need this and they need that every single chance me get. And I would be out in the street lobbying the private sector, lobbying the works minister, the roads minister, lobbying anybody when me can make go a hotel, go link Adams to anybody when me can get $1 million from around 500,000. Me gone looky if I was member of parliament. Me not sit down and wait for nothing. I would have gone out there and look it. And because Ian Hills and the whole of them burn whole heap of bridge, Dwayne Vaz as well burn whole heap of bridge. They not deal with the people them good. So they can go to the people them for no help. So that's why they must suffer. And me I tell the people them how long so no listen. Open up on the ears hole and listen. Them people they not good for no. See? And no still run gang and vote for them and then no sit down no a ball. Oh, Andrew for come help. Andrew not for help no. Andrew for left no make no learn. Andrew Jones left them, make them learn. And when Andrew Jones go down there and build back the roof, them and the house, them will tear off. You know, if you look back down there after that. If you done with them, make them learn. We have to learn the hard way. When you're picking in a here, you left him making here. When they tell you pick this say pepper and you don't want to hear, make him near me pepper. When you bunny me, we learn. And that if you happen with the Westmoreland people, them and the rest of people, them will go like them I eat that. I run behind PNP. I talk about me a comrade. Comrade for living a squalor. You don't have no ambition. You don't have to be the worst. And your children don't have to be the worst. Your community don't have to be the worst. Your surroundings don't have to be the worst. You have to strive for better. And you have to put in your mentals, in your cognitives, that I can do better, I can rise from what I get to. You grew up and see your mother and father poor, you don't have to dead poor. Most people do that because they give up. And then give up because PNP come and tell us that it is okay for you to be poor. It is okay for you to be poor. Show me one PNP member of parliament that is poor. Show me. Show me one PNP member of parliament that is poor. Them we are telling us, oh, we love the poor. When we come back to power, we are going to give taxi man 20,000. See Melissa come and tear down Jamaica. Where they need to get the 20,000 going now? Eh? They never think about them there's something there now. They never think about them there's something there. Dog, would have name supper had we voted for the PNP and this thing a come and mash up the country because PNP would get no help from the rest of the world. Because they have no ambition. And they love stuck their nose in the things when I'm supposed to bother them. So what they them are stuck their nose in a Gaza business. A good thing so we didn't do it. Because if we did dare follow them and do it, Jamaica no see amount of help but we see this hurricane. And remember so me tell you. And had the PNP won and stuck their nose in a Israel and Gaza business, I am certain the Americans would have sabotaged Jamaica. Certain. So no stay there. And it is the PNP that is circulating a rumor. Them and their surrogates that a ship came from Cuba to refill with LPG and Jamaica turn it away. No such thing happened. It is fake news, false news, and it is the PNP and their surrogates that is circulating that news because they are trying to do everything to tear down the government as it relates to propaganda. There are non-ambitious set, and I can tell you no, so they are no ambition because when time you tear down youths, from me you're born, from the whole of we born, we are here so the youths are the future. Peter Bunting was soon gone back in a pampas. I try to tear down the youths them. I'm a vex about it, because although me and a PNP, this could have been me. See? The youths are our future. And them will come with the bright idea and the fresh mindset. Peter Bunting, rich already, I'm a multi-billionaire. What you want? Free up youths. Free up youths, Peter Bunting. Your head big now. Your head feel shaped like a Squidward. Left you big fired Peter Bunting. And go ahead. You feel want mullet fish. Come for tear down you look at youth because you want political power. Germs. Big your head big like a Mark Golden belly Peter Bunting. Go ahead and left youth and free up youth. Yes, Dennis, Jamaica does not sell LNG. We don't sell LNG gas or LPG. We don't sell that. We don't distribute that. See? But yet they're ready to spread propaganda and tell lie. Because the PNP is a big set of liar. Them so they dunce, I saw them lie. I saw them lie, I saw them thief. I saw them thief, I saw them frozen. Some of them not like beard. When you look on the market them in a labor right health area. When you go drive around Jamaica and look on the market them in a labor right health area and tell me the difference between the market them a labor right area whole and PNP area whole. Where PNP municipality whole and labor right municipality whole. When you look on the difference. PNP not an ambition. Nah, see. The drain them down Westmoreland want clean. People them a flood out in a drain water and in their house it a go. And the people then get up see me go and vote for PNP. Uno big and careless and workless and an ambition. Eh? Uno not even that say, boy, I make a vote Labour right, you know. I make a vote for Labour right and tell them say, uno need to clean the drain. And if you don't clean the drain, we are going to vote no. At least the drain would have clean. Because then would have said, boy, we're there for the first time. We don't want to lose it, so we clean the drain. I don't know who even use on the head. If Labour send, if PNP send dog down your dog, we have vote for. So when I call Andrew Holness now for? They not send no dog. PNP not send no dog, but they go no somebody. And that there's somebody that's supposed to represent you in a parliament. And you're not supposed to come down there none at all. He vote for which is Rumbar Rami. Him supposed to go to parliament, go tell them a parliament, say, listen, my people, they need this and that. And that you not elect him for. So what you not elect him for? And then I call Anjo. Why reason? You don't look pan Bunting for it, so you don't look pan it. He man favor something for a Star Trek. Eh? Eh? Come with him big old forehead for tear down, you look at you them out of the party. Eh? And him big and careless and workless and make nothing himself when he was there. He have nothing for sure for when he went in the minister. And I country he want to run. He have nothing for sure when he a minister and I country he want to run. Eh? Come like Jamaican people, they mad. You know mad? When he was a minister, he failed. Not even that he couldn't manage one ministry. So when he a prime minister for everything, you don't tell me how I'm going to manage it. You don't tell me. Bunting obviously is like Dennis, because if he ain't like, then I'm push him aside. Money or not, then I run him my friend. Because PNP can't tame. See? We know they're licky, but they can't tame him and the only money man in our party. There's several of them there over there. As a matter of fact, PNP, MP then richer, enough time richer than the JLP one them. I think about 7 or 6 billionaire then I PNP party. You tell me 1 billionaire within a JLP. Somebody show me. Somebody show me 1 billionaire within a JLP party. A 5, 6 or 7 billionaire they over a PNP. You show me 1 billionaire that is in the JLP today. Show me or her. So when PNP come and tell us, say, we love the poor and we cater for the poor, they love the poor. Because they can't get enough vote because they're a big old idiot. They're big and stupid and dunce. Somebody identify 1 billionaire in a Jamaica Labour Party for me now. I can't go on 3 out of PNP off the top of my head right now. I'm sure I can get other 3, but I can't remember their name right now. But I can go on 3 right off the top of my head. Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Mr. Garden, we own Jack then. 3 multi-billionaire top IPNP right now. And I'm sure there are others. You not show me 1 billionaire in IPNP, in IJLP. One. Philip Powell is also a billionaire as well, yes. Philip Powell will net worth or something like 25 million US dollars. So he is a multi-billionaire as well in a Jamaican dollars. Show me a JLP, a JLP member of parliament that is a billionaire. PJ Patterson is also a billionaire as well. Carl Blight is a billionaire as well. Show me 1 JLP member of parliament that is a billionaire. You can't show me because none exists right now. But Andrew have their number. Andrew have their card. So they can't beat Andrew. Because Andrew know he ground. Andrew live like a way. The people they love Andrew. So nobody listen to the looker, minute set of people them. We are talking about Andrew is not love and this and that. Andrew is loved by the Jamaican people. And just because of bad mind is him. And the people them bad mind because they hear say Andrew a billionaire. A billionaire, them a tell them, you know, say Andrew a billionaire. When nothing no go so. See? And idiot them believe because through them bad mind. And you know, if you see Andrew have nothing because through Andrew is just like them. Eh? Paul Burke, me seen in the last election, me carry a video can show you so. One supporter I try to talk to him and he fan off his supporter and walk past. This is how the PNP behave. PJ Patriotic used to cuss people, you know. I true they never used to show there something there. When he go to places and people attack him about things, he used to cuss people there. PJ Patriotic. Cuss them and run them way. Better than they know that. So we know who love the country, we know who care for the country, we know who grow the country. We know who don't. See? And it is time that the people of Jamaica open their eyes and wake up. People of South Manchester now wake up. People of Westmoreland wake up. People of Seesaw wake up. We don't left the constituency them at town. You know, make no sense to tell them the people they nothing. Because I see them come on video, I show say them shit in a gully, and gully John them, and John them picking them, and them lose everything, and nobody no help them, and they still not vote for PNP. Left them the one day. We maybe can change it. We see Westmoreland vote JLP, so there's a chance there. See? And we almost beat Lisa Hanna one at a time, so there's a chance there. But you see people them in Angela Brownberg and Dennis Daly and Natalie Nita Garvey and them people. Left them alone. Make them turn with them squalor. We can work with everybody else. See? Yes, Dana, they look down on the people of Jamaica. They think that they are better than us. And because Andrew Holness are coming and tell us, say, yo, we can strive. But we just have a Billy thing. We have a Billy thing, and once a Billy, all that we can benefit from it. That Andrew tell you. See? PNP can want to look at J up herring, come here with one piece of bread back. Andrew give hook and line and say, go and catch your biggest fish, scale your fish. You can steam it, you can roast it, you can fry it. See? That Andrew tell you. And I tell we children them. And that is the best thing. See? Anyway, my people, I will soon look more. I got love you and leave you now. Big up all 218 persons who is here. Big up all 117 persons that gave me a thumbs up. See? And I will soon tonight for tonight's live. See? Big up on yourself. Much love. Shower labor rights.